Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, off of Love Can't Wait, which you can find on Amazon.com. And I got this question like 2 weeks ago. And it was a woman that her friends don't like the man she's dating. And this shit was kind of long. The question was kind of long. She wrote like a half a page. And I replied back to her with about a half a page as well. So I wrote everything down from start to finish. So here it is. I've been seeing a man I really like for about 4 months now. And we've been talking about taking the next step. We're compatible with almost everything. Desire to start a family, sense of humor, similar age and income, beliefs and values, and we even work in the same industry. He's short and stocky, which I prefer and can be argumentative. He's also a confident, smart, funny, and has an open, generous heart. The dates, sex, conversations, and all that are great. He's met a few of my friends already, and it was good. I'm falling in love with him, and I was so excited for the rest of my friends to meet him. It did not go well. I know he was nervous and trying to make a good impression. There were 6 other people besides us, and it was probably a lot of pressure. But he argued with the host, a really good friend of mine and acquaintance of his, insisted on helping my friend with cooking when she didn't want help, and interrupted other people frequently. It seemed like he was trying to show off or brag a lot too. Afterwards, while walking me home, he said he regretted the argument and could tell they didn't like him very much. And he also mentioned that he disapproves of my friends' lifestyle choices. These people are my friends. They're nurturing, creative, brilliant, and kind, and I love them. I don't think it's my responsibility to call him out in front of people, and it's not my responsibility to apologize for him either. So I didn't. But I wanted them to like each other so much. Does it have to be one or the other? Is it all lost? Can I patch this up? I don't know what to do. And here's what I responded back. Out of all the women I've dated, has there ever been an instance where I didn't like her friends? No, there's not. That can be for many reasons. I'm an extrovert who chooses extroverted girlfriends. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I never really worry about impressing other people. Hell, if anything, I go in the opposite direction. If you don't like me, you can fuck yourself, which strangely produces really great results. People like confidence. But it seems that your boyfriend's confidence is not that deep. Doesn't mean he's a bad guy. Most people are insecure about making a good impression and meeting friends and family. But moments like this are revealing, not just in how he handled himself in the moment, but how he followed up afterwards. The kind of man you want to be with is the one who takes responsibility for his poor performance rather than placing blame on others. I do this on a weekly basis, apologizing to my wife immediately every time I say something insensitive or selfish. It's literally the only way to be a good partner. Otherwise, you're left with the worst case scenario that all our readers know well. The guy who acts like an asshole who pretends he's not acting like an asshole. The woman who acts crazy who pretends that her behavior isn't crazy. Both are intolerable from the perspective of a partner. Thus, your issue isn't with a nervous boyfriend who wanted to be liked by others and tried too hard. It's with a man who put his foot deep down his throat and kept on talking. You don't need to call him out in public in front of his friends. You don't need to apologize to him on his behalf either. What you need to do is have an honest, empathetic discussion with him that sounds something like this. I love that you're smart, funny, confident, and opinionated. It's what I fell in love with and what makes you such a great boyfriend. That awkward incident with my friends, I'm only bringing it up again because I'm still thinking about it and want to get on the same page. I know how much you care about me. I know how it feels to want to make a great first impression. I know it didn't go as planned. That's fine. Shit happens. However, I'm still left with a bad feeling, which I know isn't your intention. I feel bad that you felt bad. I feel bad that it was weird for my friends. I feel bad that you judged them and that they may have judged you. I feel bad that I don't know when to bring you around them again. What would make me really happy is if we were able to start over and you were able to diffuse any attention by taking responsibility for being overtly aggressive the first time around. It'll be quick, painless, and will make you more authentic, vulnerable, and likable to my friends so they can start to see the real you that I see every day. Is that something you can do for me? I'd hate to have to keep you separate from the rest of my life because you're so special to me. And tell this what else I wrote. A good boyfriend will appreciate how you delivered that message and say yes. A bad boyfriend will get defensive, shut down, and fight back. Please come back and let us know. No, please come back and let me know what kind of guy you've actually got on your hands. Peace and love. Yeah, that's what I wrote, man. A lot of times, if you have, in a situation like her, first off, I don't know how old she is. That's the thing. She didn't really tell me her exact age, but that makes a difference because once you get older, you don't really hang around packs of girlfriends or guys as you would when you were like in your 20s, especially if you're in college. And you grow out of that shit after a while. So a lot of times you have to look at your friends and say to yourself, what have they accomplished? Have they traveled a lot? Or what's their life like? Or have they accomplished their goals? Or do they even have successful relationships with men, with women? Because a lot of times a lot of these people that are doing most of the talking, they haven't really done very much. They haven't figured out how to maintain relationships. And these people tend to be the most opinionated. So you got to look at the messenger most of the time. What have they done? Now, if they have a proven track record of maintaining relationships, long-term relationships, maybe they're married. I respect women that are married. Maybe they're married, and if a woman is married, and she's been married for a long time, that's a good person to listen to if you're coming from another woman, because it's obviously something that if she's doing or if she's done for a long period of time to sustain her relationship. So, you know what I'm saying? So don't take advice from a single woman that's maybe in their 20s, they're just getting out of college, or women that can't maintain relationships or never had a long-term relationship. So you gotta really pay attention, because we live in a country where people can say and call themselves anything they want without no proof. And as long as they look nice and got on a nice dress, nice hairdo, nice suit, and everything is nice and shiny, majority of the people will buy into what they say without no proof. They might be single, never been married, no nothing. They just know how to promote themselves, and they got on somebody's platform or got on somebody's channel, and all of a sudden they're the authority. And there's a lot of frauds out here. So you should listen to the people that have a proven track record of doing shit and making shit happen. And stay away from the big talkers, the people that they talk a good game, but they can't back up anything. And there's a lot of them out there. So, and you know what? I had a lot of problem with this in the past, but as I got older, I started not caring about what people think. And because at the end of the day, I have to live my own life. And I do listen to what other people say, but I make the final decision. And you have some friends around you, maybe they might make some good point. They might have some good pointers. But at the end of the day, I have to make the final decision because I have to be able to live my life. I'm not going to live my life for my friends, my family, or vice versa. And I talked about a lot of this in my books that I wrote that's on Amazon. The Chicken's Guide to Having Women Beg for You, Sex, Lust, and Lies, and Love Can't Wait. 21 Unconventional Laws to Redefine and Transform Your Relationship to Win. These two books, I wrote about my experiences extensively on how I overcame a lot of my trial and error, which is the reason why I started doing videos on YouTube and on any of these social media channels from the get-go, because I learned that there were a lot of frauds out here, and then I learned that through my trial and error, a lot of these people I was listening to, and I wasn't getting any results. So I had to learn the hard way, because I didn't want to listen to older, wiser men when I was young. So now I do this as a way to give back and show people that there's a whole different world out there. You can meet women anywhere. You can travel. You can make money. You can make some shit happen. But until you get the relationship thing taken care of, the odds are against it. The odds are against you really doing anything massive, anything that's bigger than life, anything that's out of your comfort zone until you take care of how you interact with men and women. And you gotta step up your social game. So I write about this in my two books: how to meet women, how to travel, how to make money. So it's on Amazon.com. So tell me what you think. Leave your comments below. So if you like what you heard, subscribe to my channel. Check out my blog, ChooseYourRelationships.com. Until next time, Sharp King is out. Peace.